Hey, Power Couples, this is Carlos and Catherine Green, along with our brother Chris, our favorite couple. Chris Stone is here. His wife is not here, but we want to give you a power boost this morning. So we're going to talk about fear to faith.
Ooh. Fear to faith.
Fear to faith. And we don't know what you're facing at this point in your life, but we want to encourage you to move from fear to faith. And our scripture that we want to actually hone in on or lock in on is from 2 Timothy 1:7, where it says, God did not give us the spirit of fear, but of love, power, and a sound mind.
Yes.
And so if you're facing a dilemma today, if you're facing a challenging situation, or you're trying to make a major decision on something, or you may be in a situation where you don't know what to do or where you're going to go, we would just encourage you to take that feeling, take that situation, and move it from fear to faith. You know that God has your back.
Yes.
You know without a shadow of a doubt that he has your back. And so he does not want us to be fearful about the circumstance or the situation, but he wants us to put all of our faith in him because he's always going to take care of his own. Mm-hmm. He's always going to take care of his children. Mm-hmm. He's always going to take care of a power couple because we know that you've put all of your faith in him.
Yes.
And so when you're talking about moving from fear, he did not give us the spirit of fear, but of love because he loves you. Power, you have all authority in him to do all things through Christ that strengthens you. And a sound mind. You are so disciplined. You know the right decisions to make. Just don't be fearful in making those decisions.
Trust.
Yeah.
What do you guys say?
Well, I have an example of when I have seen him work when I was fearful and I had to turn that thing into faith. We moved from one state to the next state.
Mm-hmm.
And one year, the year before we moved to Georgia, which is where we are now, we were in Ohio. We were looking to move to Georgia a year before. And then I was just like, well, no, I don't know. Let's just kind of hold off on that. Mm-hmm. And so then we began to start praying, and then God opened the door for us to be able to move here through Carlos's employment. But when I found out that we were going to move, I gotta say that I was fearful, like I'm not gonna know anybody there. It's time to start all over, and all of these emotions started coming through. But then I had to move to faith because if God told us to move, we were just gonna move. And so, but I can't say that I didn't wrestle with it. And so when we said yes, and then I was on my faith walk then, and when we arrived, I mean, we just have met so many people. He just confirmed that if you just trust me, if you just trust me, have that faith. He removed that fear that I had initially, and so as a result, we were able to meet Chris and Sonia and so many other people in our community. Yeah, so
we wouldn't be here sitting at this table.
We would.
Doing a power boost.
Yes.
right.
And doing that. So
You're right.
That's awesome.
So I just want to encourage all of our listeners out there today. I know that sometimes it can get scary. Mm-hmm. I know it can get fearful, that it can stifle you.
You can get doubt.
You can.
Self-doubt creeps in when you are between jobs.
Yes.
You start to think, am I good enough?
Yeah.
Am I, like, those are not things that he is feeding into your mind.
That is correct.
Trust that what's the thing about time, Catherine?
He may not come when you want him, but he's always on time.
That is what you say. Please say it again for everyone.
He may not come when you want him, but he is always on time.
Always on time.
Yes.
Trust that he is always on time, and that should give you the power that you need. And I hope that's speaking into somebody today.
I do too. And even with your marriages, if you don't feel like that your marriage is where it needs to be, or if there's a challenging situation, don't get fearful in that situation.
That's right.
But use all of those other characteristics that God says. Don't have that spirit of fear, but of love. Love your spouse through God. Power. Use the authority that you've been given in him to move those mountains that may be fearful in your life. And then sound mind. Have the discipline to make the right decisions. He's going to always confirm for you. Just take that meditative time. Spend that time with him. And I promise you, he will give you the answers that you need, and trust him. He wants you to trust him.
Know who's in control.
Know who's in control. He will never give you an answer that's incorrect. He will always lead you into all truth. So please, please take him at his word. Take him at his word, because he's going to always lead you in the right path.
Yeah, you get a great power boost if you take him at his word.
That's right.
Yes.
Do it. Yeah.
Move from fear to faith. That's your power boost for today. So let's get
Powered up.